Assalamu alaikum, hi viewers. Today we're going to be looking at day 3 and 4 in Wales. Day 2 was long and we all were tired, so we decided to sleep in on day 3. But my brother-in-laws went to zip lining, so we were up late, had breakfast, made lunch. It was like chilling day, but in the evening we decided to go to a pier. It was about 4:30 or 4:40 when we left the house, and it was a half an hour journey. We went to Garth Pier. It's in Bangor, North Wales. This is just outside the pier on the road. That's the pier ahead. They don't actually have a ticket, but they have a box with a toll of 50 pence per person. I think they use it for maintenance. There's a restaurant across the road, houses. This is the pier itself. Beautiful view. It doesn't have deep water, it's shallow actually. You can even see some of the sand bays. It was like sunsetting. These are in memories of people who helped build the piers or funded for the piers. The Garth Pier opened in 14th May 1896. It's 1,500 feet in length. It's the second largest pier in Wales and the 9th largest in British Isles. There's loads of seaweeds. They have binoculars. You can see boats which are very far away from there. It was like two different seas. This side looked totally different to the other side. That's a little tea shop. They have loads of wooden shops, but they were closed before we came. They closed at 5. I think we came a few minutes later. But the pier closes at 8:30. That's the sun setting down. That's all for day 3. In day 4 we decided to go to a mountain zoo. This took us about an hour and a half from the house. It's a mountain view and coastal views. This is the entrance. Here's a car park. They have a ticket toll at the front, and the name Wales Mountain Zoo says it all. The zoo is actually on top of the mountain. Here's the sea lions first. The zoo actually opened in May 1963 and it covers over 37 acres. They actually had 4 or 5 sea lions. When we reached here, it was about 1 o'clock, and they announced that they will give an intro of the sea lions about 3. So we thought we'll go and see all their other animals and come back here. They're having fun. They're actually jumping high enough to touch the red balls hanging. Because we're really high in the mountains, everywhere you look is view. We got a coastal view, mountain view. Here are some ostriches. They've got electric fence, so there's another fence before this. There's a cafe. This is actually the highest point, the center of the zoo. So everything is down from here. But we've got 4 sides to this, so it's up, down, and up, down. This is a little park for kids, and they've got picnic areas. That's a leopard. It's chilling in its cage. Next we went to the monkeys cage. I think they're called chimps. I actually fast forwarded this video because they were extremely slow and most of them were asleep. They built like a little room. We had to go into the room and see through a glass. There's one sunbathing. This was the room. They have an information board with all the names and pictures, but they all look the same to me. That's the leopard we saw. It's climbed high up in a tree. It's good they've got a cage at the top as well, otherwise it could have jumped. Here's a park. It was 2 o'clock. We bought sandwiches and fried rice from the house, so we had our lunch, and my husband and brother-in-laws were playing on the playground. with my little niece. This is actually for under 16s, but they're all 16 in their hearts, so they decided to play. Here's my niece having fun. She wasn't scared at all. The playground was slopey up and down. Because she's only learning to walk, we couldn't let her down. It wasn't very stable for her. There's a tiger sleeping like it's on a bed. I couldn't really capture it because there was some glare. There's an information board about when it was adopted and where it came from. Next is the wallabies. There's more ostriches, kangaroos, but their face actually looks like mice. There's a few more of them outside. They've actually got a big space for them to run around or hop around. There's some more views. Meerkats. They had swings, rope ladders, and trees inside. So they were happily playing indoors. This is another side, and still more view. There were windmills on the sea. I think it's to produce electricity. You can see a whole town. These two are sitting down very quietly, but we had to walk up a slope. It was very tiring walking up and down. Some places you couldn't even push the pram up, it was that steep. Here's lots of birds and seagulls. There's a 360-degree view. Here are the penguins. This is actually the penguin tank. This was my view, so I had to raise my phone over my head. I could actually see what I was filming at a point, but it turned out good. Here's the clip. They actually look like baby penguins. I'm not sure where they had their big ones. And some people came in for inspection while we were there. So the zookeepers were telling them how many penguins there are, how many gave birth. They had benches so you can sit down and view them. Here are the flamingos. They're so nice in color, nice pink. There were some white and black ones as well. They had a separate place just for them with a lake. The fence was very low, you can actually touch them. They had seating here as well. The flamingos stand in 1 foot mostly. The feet is so long, like a stick with a joint. They actually sleep in 1 foot. They were standing and their head tucked at the back. I don't know how that feet stands all the weight. It was actually as thin as the bamboo sticks we use for plants in the garden. Here are some deers. This was actually spooky. It was only me and my husband standing near the deers. I think they heard our footsteps, and at one point all the deers just stopped and they were staring at us. Hope you can see. They were all very quiet, just facing us. Even the big one with the horn and a baby one. You don't know who was on this cage. There was a horse paddock next door, but the horses were in. We couldn't actually go near. There was another fence. They had a big cage for parrots. There's a squirrel eating parrots' food and little birds drinking water. It's munching away. Just ran off. There's green parrots, red parrots, even blue. But there was no noise at all. They were all very quiet. Back to the sea lions.
For today at some point, the next sea lion we're bringing out today. Some things is he thinks we completely skipped spring and have gone straight into breeding season time now. So he has been very vocal recently, chasing around the girls, giving them a bit of a hard time as well. that's exactly what his role is here. He is the male of our group. Hopefully he's going to be successfully breeding with those females, which will result in some hopefully contribute to that European breeding program that we are a part of with our sea lions here. So he's doing a very good job recently. He's chasing them very successfully, herding them out the pool exactly how he should be doing. You can see on land, although he's quite a large sea lion, he's actually quite elegant as he runs around there. He has the capacity to use those high flippers of his to support his own body weight, which is about 150 kilos, and actually run pretty speedily on land. That's actually one of the ways in which we can tell the difference between our sea lions here and the average British species of seal. Sea lions are capable of running on land just like Casper's done for us there, whereas seal don't tend to be quite as graceful. They tend to drag themselves along the floor instead. Now, one of the ways to tell Casper here is actually a male, is to have a good look at that bump on top of his head there. Now, that is known as a sagittal crest. That is something that male sea lions possess, whereas the females don't. They're much more slender in shape and size, and they don't possess that big bump on top of their head. Now, unfortunately, out there in the wild, sea lions are facing some issues. Back before the 70s, they actually used to get exclusively hunted for their blubber, which did actually result in the extinction of a species of sea lion. Luckily now that was made illegal in the 70s, so that no longer occurs, but there are still problems that they face, such as plastic pollution that you'll find in the ocean. Every single item of plastic that has ever been invented and ever been created is actually still out there at the minute. And a lot of it, unfortunately, is in our oceans. Now, this plastic can be large items, like Casper has just done a great job of collecting there, or it can actually be much smaller items that are ingested by the sea lions' prey here. So plastic has a massive effect on the aquatic food chain, and is going to be one of the things that really reduces the amount of incredible marine life like Casper here that we currently have out in our oceans as well. So he's done a great message for us there. You all can take home. If you have any items of plastic, you should find a nice little recycling bin, just like Casper's got there, and place your plastic into that as well. It's the only way really that we're going to reduce our impact on the planet in terms of plastic, if we start controlling the waste of it, and also kind of reduce the amount we use it as well. That's when companies need to get involved and stop producing single-use plastics like we have in supermarkets all over the place. Single-use plastics that are recyclable. They're obviously very cheap for them to manufacture. So thanks to our sea lions here and this training course as well, not only are we able to improve our sea lions' life and welfare through this training, we can also really use their help.
Here are some camels. These have 2 bumps. I actually made my husband go and film this. It was very stinky from outside even, so I didn't go in. This was actually next to the car park. Seeing all the coastal views, you can't go without going to a beach. So this was Llandudno pier. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. This pier opened in August 1877. This is actually the largest pier in Wales. It's 2,295 feet long, and it's the 5th longest in England. It's surrounded by a seaside town, and it's got hotels across the road. The whole street is full of hotels and restaurants. And there wasn't any problem for the parking as well. There was loads of parking. You had to pay parking ticket. Everything comes with a little cost. I actually like the beach more, because most of the beaches you had to walk miles before you touch the sand and water. At this, you only had like 30 or 40 feet from the pavement. They had benches all across, and they had a big path for people to jog and walk. Then you had a little sandy and pebble beach. The sea actually came quite in. That's the pier. Had loads of shops as well. We didn't actually walk in the pier as we went to the other one yesterday. Coming to a beach is always relaxing. Because we're in Birmingham, that's the Midlands, it's far. So it's not like you want to go to the beach, you can just go in the evening. It was very relaxing. We spent a good few hours here. Must have been an hour and a half or two. But the water was freezing. It was like stepping into ice water. Actually, the largest pier in the world is Southend. I didn't know that, but I've been there so many times. We did want to step in, but it was freezing. As you can see, no one's actually on the beach itself. That's my niece. There was someone walking their dog and she just walked towards them. There was actually a few people bringing their dogs in, and one ran near me, but I'm actually scared of dogs. I do like looking at them, but I'm scared to touch them. So my sister's very scared, but my niece, I think she just loves them. She would have grabbed one. That's it. You can't leave a beach without having fish and chips. So this was the town. The men went into the fish and chip shop to get some. We were waiting in the car. Then we went home and made dinner. I actually had lamb curry frozen. My auntie made it, so I'm just defrosting this. We're gonna have it with some parathas and rice. That's all for today. I hope you'll enjoy it.